Have you ever felt like you're just stuck in a loop, fighting the same battles over and over again? Well, today we're diving into a wellness modality called angel therapy, which claims to have a solution for that exact feeling. This is all based on promotional material from Dr. Naz. So let's get into it and see what it's all about. So the source material kicks things off with a question that, let's be honest, probably hits home for a lot of us. Tired of fighting old patterns? It's that really frustrating feeling, right? Like you're on a treadmill, running as hard as you can, but you're just not getting anywhere. And then, right after that, they hit you with this powerful statement. Willpower alone isn't enough. If you've ever felt totally frustrated that all your hard work and best efforts just aren't paying off, this might be why. The source is suggesting we're missing a huge piece of the puzzle. So, if it's not a lack of willpower, then what is it? Well, according to this material, the real battle isn't with anything out there in the world. Nope, it's an internal tug of war. You're basically working against your own subconscious programming. Okay, this is where it gets really, really interesting. The source actually puts a number on this internal conflict. Just take a look at this chart. It claims that a staggering 88% of our mind is run by the subconscious. That leaves our conscious willpower with a tiny 12% to work with. I mean, no wonder it feels like such an uphill battle. So the big question is, how in the world do you tackle that massive 88%? Well, the source introduces the first part of its proposed solution, and it's a tool designed to go straight to the root of the problem, right into the subconscious. And that tool is certified hypnotherapy. As you can see, it's defined here as a method to, and I quote, rewrite your massive 88% subconscious mind. You can almost think of it like updating your own personal mental operating system. But, just rewriting the code is only half the battle, right? You also need to know what you want that new program to actually do. And that's where the second key element comes into play, divine guidance. And here it is. Angel therapy. According to the source, this part isn't about changing what's inside of you, but it's about connecting with something outside of yourself, what they call your personal divine guidance and higher purpose. This slide really just sums up the whole approach perfectly. You've got hypnotherapy, which is the how, that's the tool to rewrite your internal programming. And then you've got angel therapy, which is the why, that's your compass, the thing that gives you direction and a sense of purpose. So how does this all come together in practice? Well, this slide lays out a really clear 4-step path to what they call alignment. Step 1, you acknowledge that the problem exists. 2, you rewrite your subconscious. 3, you connect to your purpose. And finally, step 4, you achieve that lasting change. Okay, so what's the end goal of all this work? What's the big payoff? It's not just about breaking a few bad habits. The source promises something much bigger, a state of total clarity and alignment. And that's really the crucial takeaway here. You have 2 distinct methods, but they're working together toward one single goal. They're not meant to be used separately, but as this one powerful integrated combination. And here's what that alignment actually looks like. The ultimate goal is to get your subconscious, that powerful 88%, remember, working in perfect harmony with your divine path. And the result of that? Well, that's where the lasting transformation and success comes in. The source material kind of wraps everything up with this simple invitation. Ready to find your answers? It really frames this whole process not just as a therapy, but more like a journey of self-discovery. And that brings us to the final question on the last slide. And honestly, it's a pretty powerful one to think about. What is your subconscious aligned with today? It's a great question for all of us to consider, really. What's actually driving you?